What was once confined to science fiction movies is now reality for a bunch of Sydney tech heads.
I can pay, open doors, and have my business card in there as well.
Remy Baker and Mitch Hunter from PhD Media are being microchipped to simplify their lives.
My work pass and potentially my Opal, which will allow me access to my office, to use the printer, to use the scanner.
We won't need any ID cards, we won't need any PIN codes, we won't need any sort of access cards or anything, so we can live a much sort of freer life.
The microchip, which is the size of a grain of rice, sits under the skin. Data from your bank card, payment method, building swipe, LinkedIn profile or medical history is cloned onto the chip, which is implanted in the hand. Using the same technology as tap and pay cards, the chip can then be used to open security doors, pay for a coffee, use public transport and access information you've programmed onto the chip.
This technology also has the potential to save lives. Skeeve has loaded medical data onto the chip in his hand, so if he was found unconscious, all you'd need to do is get a phone, tap it on his hand, and you'd have access to medical data like his blood type as well as any allergies he has.
For those concerned about privacy, the user controls what data is made available. Visa says it's possible for any device to become enabled for payments, but the chip would need to meet Visa's security standards and be issued by a bank. But before you jump on the tech bandwagon, beware, it could also land you in trouble with the law. Meow Ludo copped a fine from Transport New South Wales after implanting his Opal microchip in his hand.
I got caught on the train and they've given me a fine for not having a valid ticket. So we discussed it a little bit. The transit officers were actually really lovely, but now we're taking it to court.
If that's not appealing, there's always the old-fashioned way. Sophie Walsh, 9 News.